Alright, this is the video for my mobile finance app for Capstone, and this is the home page when you open the application. It's the Accounts tab, and at the top you see a button to add a new account, and beneath that is a list of all the accounts you have to manage, with a heading for the name of the account above them. Each account listed is a button that lists the name of the account and the amount that's currently in there. When you click the Add Account button, you see a form pops up. These are the 4 categories you need to fill out, and they have a little hint in them. So as an example, let's say you want to add, just use the last 4 digits of a card number, say 4444, and you want to make it a credit card. And then you want to put, say, $9,000 in there, and put a $250 limit. You can save it. Actually hit the button, save it, and there it is, 4444 with $9,000. And then you can click on the button and it'll pop up the same form but with the number stubbed in. This will give you the ability to edit the account. So let's say we want to change it to have $9,400. Just do that, press save, and there it is, updated on the screen with $9,400. And that's pretty much it for the Accounts tab. The next one is the Today's Expenses. It lists all the expenses you have for the day, with the date at the top, a button to add a new expense, the headings for each account you use, and then a button for each expense in that account, and then at the very bottom it'll have a total for that day. So you want to add a new expense, it'll pop up a form, and there it has a drop down box to select the accounts. So let's do the newly added one, and then we want to say we spent maybe $32.50 at a Shell station, and it was on gas, and it has the current date stubbed in. We'll be fine with that. We'll save it, and you'll see it'll pop up there. And then if we go back to the Accounts tab, we can see that it took the money out of the account because you spent that money, and so you want it to be removed from the account. Then you could click on it, and you can see the same form pops up again, and you can fill it out if you want to change anything, or you could delete it. So we'll delete it, and it's no longer there. And that's pretty much it for the Today's Expenses tab. The next one is the ability to view our expenses for any range of time. So the very first drop down box is the accounts. It's default to all accounts, where you could just select one at a time for whichever ones you want to view. So we'll do all accounts, and then this drop down box you can select whether you'd like to view the expenses by the account or by the category. We'll just leave it on account for this time. And then the start date and the end date, which are stubbed in right now, and you can change them as you wish. We'll press done, and it'll pop up this activity, which shows a heading for the range of time you selected, and then we chose by account, so it shows all the accounts, and then under each account it shows the expenses and the location and the amount spent. And then at the very bottom we have a total for that period of time. You can press done and it'll go back. So that's the View Expenses tab. This is the Spending Habits tab, which is the last of the 4 features. It has a form to fill out. You can select all the accounts or whichever ones you want to view, just like on the last page. We'll just do all accounts for the sake of this video. And then it has the start date and the end date. You press done when you're done, and it pops up this activity, which is the Spending Habits activity. And it goes through the categories of expenses, lists the total for that category through that period of time, and the percent of all the expenses through that period of time for that category. So we can see that film, you spent $17 on that over that period of time, and that was 3.58% of the expenses. And then you press done, and those are all the features of the application.